I've been watching you. I've been watching you.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome and welcome back. And let's discuss book stuff. So as you guys already know, we talk about what's happening in the bookish community. We do bookish hauls. We do bookish vlogs. So if you're into that kind of stuff, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. And if you like this video and want to see more kind of content like this video, make sure you like and comment so I know that. Because we're going to talk about Hazelwood. Okay. If you ever want to know when some stuff is going to pop off in the bookish community, it's like, check back on a Monday, because for some reason, instead of relaxing, chilling, staying offline, reading our books, we are in the internet streets causing havoc. And it seems like many have taken this opportunity to actually bully an author, Hazelwood, to delete her Instagram. You might be saying now, why in tarnation? Well, first, let's talk about Hazelwood, who she is as an author. She is a well-known best-selling author. You might have known some of her books like Check and Mate, The Bride that came out last year, Love Theory, I believe. The Love Hypothesis is what I'm trying to think of. Yes, The Love Hypothesis. She came out with another book actually this year, The Deep End, which got really, really good reviews. I saw it everywhere. I was even tempted to read it as well. But yeah, so she usually writes contemporary romances. I believe they're pretty steamy, if I'm not mistaken. They're pretty spicy, if you will. But she is originally from Italy. I think she lived in Japan and Germany for a little while. She has her PhD in neuroscience, I believe. She was even teaching for a little bit. And she stopped, I believe, in 2022 and began her writing career, which I feel like so many people love Hazelwood. So many people love her books. I see her books everywhere. And, you know, I also see her on some of my other authors that I do read, giving her a little blurb or her support as well. Now, before we get into why she had to delete her Instagram account, I do want to say a lot of people are upset about this on both sides. One of it being Hazelwood seemed to be one of those allies, especially when it comes to Black, Indigenous people of color or underrepresented voices. It seems like she champions, it seems like she supports, it seems like she elevates any way possible that she can, especially when it comes to other authors who may not have the same opportunities, who may not be able to have the same outlets that maybe she has or other people has. It seems like, from what I can tell, again, I don't follow Hazelwood. I haven't read her books yet. I was this close to reading The Deep End, which I might. Let me know if you read that and if you would suggest I start with that, or if you think I should start with a different one. But it seemed like a lot of people support her, and she has supported a lot of other people. And it doesn't seem like she was a problematic author, which we'll get to in a minute. So you might be thinking, okay, so if she is very supportive, she uses her voice for the voiceless, she supports other people too that are underrepresented, she has really good work apparently as a best-selling author, people tend to love her work. Why was she then bullied and then ended up having to delete her Instagram? Well, it all started from this video. I have a clip here. But I guess she was on a panel and they started talking about the Hunger Games. Now, I've watched the Hunger Games like once. I haven't even watched all of them. I never read the book. I don't even know who's in it or what. Like, I know Katniss and like, that's all I can tell you. But I guess on a panel, which I'll show you a clip in a minute, but she was Team Gale, and apparently you can't be Team Gale. You have to be Team PETA or something. And so she said PETA was useless. And I feel like the moderator, I believe is the moderator, even joked just about canceling Hazelwood. And so let's just play the clip and see your thoughts on it.
We're gonna have to talk about this offline because I know myself and I can't talk about myself on this panel and I will. That is
just one step that if you bring up, oh, we killed their sister, I don't care.
way, and he's like, yeah, but like if Peter comes, I'm not coming. He's a terrible, mean, selfish person.
No.
Peter is useless.
Peter is useless. Look, I'm sorry. Look,
Everything.
how the man you know is going to allow for his woman to run away with him with her, like, sometimes baking side piece stuff up?
I have an arrow through my heart right now.
What are you guys talking about? Okay, so I can't hear. There is a woman named Susan Collins.
In 1999, she worked on a TV show for children. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna. That's if you want to do hashtag cancel Allie Hazelwood. I will create many fake accounts.
You know what?
Anyway, Capitola is spelled with one Z.
Fake Italian.
Okay, so when I watch that clip, I feel like it's very jokey. Like, this is not like, first off, no one's gonna have the same exact opinion when it comes to a book, period. Like, if I have done buddy reads before. I have read in a read along or hosted a read along. I have read reviews, written my own reviews. There's just no humanly way possible you're going to always agree with the masses. You're just not. And I want to say that the bookish community is still filled with just people. So that means just like how the world has different opinions, so will the bookish community have different opinions. Your favorite book or your favorite character is not going to be someone else's, okay? And when it comes to fandoms, like I'm not going to bully an author. I'm not going to bully anyone really over their opinion. You know, if we don't see the eye to eye, we just don't see the eye to eye, keep it moving. You know, that's just how it is. When it comes to these fandoms, I feel like the fandoms kind of take it too far, because so what if she says this in a joking way about fictional characters? I feel like there should be more outrage for what's really happening in these streets today. Allie Hazelwood has talked and raised voices for the underrepresented. She talked about Gaza and the resistance. It seems like she has been doing what she needs to do as a true ally. So in real life, she's not problematic, but her one take on the Hunger Games and like how she feels about fictional characters, that got y'all wanting to counsel her, when we have so many other authors who have done things in real life. We should be questioning, why do they still get all the support versus why are we now being a mean girl towards Allie over her opinion on a fictional character? And it seemed very jokey to me. Like, read the room. Like, even the moderator saying, like, if you want to cancel Allie Hazelwood, it was a joke. Like, I do not think, yes, we need a protest. We need to have signs. We need to flood the comments. Like, I think she's even gotten death threats over her take. And I think y'all have lost the plot. Y'all are missing the plot and y'all are forgetting what reality is. There's things that are happening in real life to real people, okay, that you need to be protesting one way or the other, or boycotting one or the other, letting your voices be heard one way or the other, calling your senators and your representatives one way or the other, signing petitions one way or the other, elevating voices that are not represented, versus y'all going to bat toe-to-toe over fictional characters. Get a grip on yourself, okay? Get a grip quickly, okay? The world is burning right now, okay? We got so much things going on and so many other causes that people could actually use their voice and their community to actually bring awareness to and make sure that we get justice for all, freedom for all, justice for all, okay? But y'all want to focus on fictional characters, and in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't really matter how you felt about those fictional characters. We have real life things you could be doing, but y'all want to be doing this. Oh, that's a beautiful bird. What kind of bird is that? By the time, yep. See, I was gonna say, by the time I turn my camera around and fly away, I need to Google that. But anywho, but that's what I'm saying, right? So there's a couple of hot takes on here. People are really upset. And really getting on to her. I feel like there's another author on the panel that even had like a similar take. And it just seemed like it was a jokey fun. Like if I read a book with my homie and I like a character and they don't, okay, I'll give each other a hard time. I'm not about to be in your comments saying, you suck or whatever, or even do death threats or whatever the case may be. I'm just not going to do that because what are we talking about here? What are we really talking about here? Casey makes a good point. She said it on Mrs. Yang's video, but she also made it a comment on Threads. Casey says, Allie Hazelwood was not bullied off of IG because she did not like a fictional character. She was bullied off the app because of her continual and unapologetic support of Black and brown authors. They didn't like that, and PETA gave them an excuse to try to bully her. These are the same readers who say reading isn't political and are mad Rue is Black. It's not about a book. Also, fuck PETA's useless and thirsty ass. I'm not surprised. I'm just continually disappointed, if that makes sense, that people are so quick to bully and have smoke and bring the heat for an unapologetic, true ally in this bookish space, but they don't carry the same energy for when it comes to these other problematic authors in real life. Like real life, not just a hot take on a fictional character, which seems crazy to me, right? Now, I am a part of the Legendborn fandom, right? At most, if you don't like the book, I might say, can you please just give it a shot? Could you please just, try, if you're Team Cell or Team Nick, hey, I'm not about to fight you either way. Both of them. Like I'm team Cell, Team Nick, Team Bree. Like they are a team. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna fight you if you pick one or the other or don't like. Why? It seems crazy to me to do that, don't you think? So I kind of feel like what Casey is saying might have some relevance because why are you going so hard over a fictional character? But you don't go hard over these authors who are problematic in real life. That's what I'm just kind of curious about. Anyway, so that was taking over Threads this morning and TikTok as well. I don't want to say I'm disappointed in the bookish community. I just know the bookish community contains a lot of different people. It's just like the world, right? Just because you read doesn't mean, you're any more intellectual than anybody else who doesn't read for a hobby. You're not above anyone else. I think we expected more from the bookish community because a lot of the books that we do read should help you with empathy and should help you with critical thinking and should help you read the room, or it should help. I think we just expect more from fellow people in the bookish community, that when a lot of people just kind of just go about it the wrong way, in my opinion, over a fictional character, over a hot take. It could have been an unpopular opinion. Why are you bullying this woman? Again, get a grip and get it quickly. It doesn't make sense to me, especially what's going on in the world right now. You want to tussle over this? You want to bully someone over this? You are forcing people to say, you know what? I choose peace and my sanity over this. I'm going off of Instagram. I don't think she has an Instagram or a TikTok account anymore. When you try to click on it, it's like profile not found. And I don't blame her. Protect your peace. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy. I kind of feel like, and there's so many things that happen in the bookish community that I don't always talk about because I just feel like almost every week there's something. But in the state of the world today, I think we just expected better. The things that you could have outrage over, I don't know if it's the same people or not. It kind of feels like that. It's like the same people that are mad about this hot take. Are they also the same people who are being silent over what's happening with ICE and everything that's happening in the world globally as well? Are they silent about that but loud about this? Like, it kind of feels like that's the same type of people. If you're loud about Allie Hazelwood and her hot take, jokey, but you're silent on these other matters, it just feels like what is the problem here? Anyways, enough of me rambling about it. I just want to bring you the tea of what's happening lately. Go read a book. Like, please, go read a book. Go read a book. Go read a book. Okay? I don't know. I missed all of this. I try not to be on social media like that, but I missed all of this because I was reading my book. But no, I'm really kind of disappointed that this is how people treated Allie Hazelwood based on everything I've already said. Authors acting up in real life, what's going on in real life. But the problematic authors are still here, but you guys can bully off someone who's not. And that's cray-cray. So anyways, let me know your thoughts on this. Did you see this actually unfold in real time? Were there more comments that I missed? Like, I only saw a couple. And I feel like sometimes the internet really makes people more bold. And I also feel like the administration and how easy it is to hate out loud makes it easy for people to replicate that online and maybe even in person. What do you think about this? Like, what do you feel about what's happening with Allie Hazelwood? Was there anything else that I missed, child, that went on that I didn't mention in here? Let me know in the comments down below. I appreciate you so much for watching and tuning in. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time. Peace.